Hey, and thanks for watching again. This time with the voiceover, I will explain what I do here, and I upload every time workflow videos showing who I am at the moment and what I am working still now on. So I'm really concentrating on the movement of my character, especially on Unarmed and the sword state. So I want a solid foundation. Um, Let me show first what I'm talking about. So we have um, our game animation sample project as the basic. So every time when you are unarmed and you walk around, you will be in the game animation sample project. You can do the jumping, traversal action, everything what you know. Also, but when you aim, you will go into the blocking state, and I really like how he stands and the whole stand change. So not only the upper body like in the blend per bone, we are talking here about the whole body because we are using the motion matching system. It was a little bit hard to integrate, but I'm really happy of this, and I think a little bit proud that I solved some problems. So I also integrated the turn in place, and the food placement works really well. So for the food placement and everything, I set curves that they work better. But yeah, there's playroom open so that you have some air to make it better. But sure, when you strafe and walk, I have this nice unarmed walking animation. So the movement animation, it is better. I improve it to make it more variable, like what you saw before on my YouTube channel. So this time you have multiple animations for one direction. So let me explain, like you're walking right, but you don't have only one animation with what he used when you walk right. So he will choose for himself which one is the best one. This is because we set up that. So like now you see he goes a little bit more to the right, and no, yeah, like this, okay. So I really like this. Also we have the pivots really working well, and the start stops, and yeah, like also the reverse thing. So when I turn around, maybe I can make a quick button, like in which game was it, that you can with one click turn around. I think Gears of War, it was like this, so that you can fast turn around. And this is the unarmored state. So but when you go back, when you let the aim button, so when you don't press the aim button, he will go back into the standard game animation sample project walking. Also we have our SWAT state. For the SWAT state, I choose it in the idle. I choose it that I will use the blend per bone because I don't was happy with what I get from the motion matching system, and so I blend only the clavicle R with a blend depth of 4, and I think it looks really well. So when you walk around, you have this heavy arm on the right who holds the sword. Also when you sprint or run, you can see he will always hold the right arm, like what we set it up for, which animation we set it up. And I integrated a strafe mode like in the unarmed. So when we go into the aim, and when we block, he goes into this mode, and when you are walking, walk, he will strafe. And here also I integrated all the start, stops, pivots, reverse, everything, and also the turn in place, which looks really nice. You can see the foot placement is so smooth. I really like this, but yeah, it is a mix of how much time you invest to integrate the animations correctly and how nice your animations are, because I think these animations are especially created with the game animation sample project, and yeah, I really like them. So something what I'm not happy of it, but I will work on this now, is when you sprint or run and then aim, he will go back into the game animation sample project, and you see how the sword goes into his body, and I think this will not feel good for this character. Yeah, let me show you now how I set everything up. Let us start with the blend per bone, and here you can see I use only the simple ones, like we have our layered blend per bone with clavicle R with a blend depth of 4, and we blend pose by bowl with the wants to aim. So every time when we wants to aim, we will use the, everything from the chooser, from the motion matching system. And when we not aim, I put only this animation into this to simulate this. But yeah, this is only one sample. You can see I try a lot of different ones so to make them work. But I will spend more time now on this to fix the last problems. Let me show you my chooser in the idles. I set it up the idle block, so he will normally use the idle, but I integrated this bow wants to aim. So every time when we aim and it is true, he will go into the idle block, and this is a stand. So in the stand. And yeah, I don't see any difference when I put here stand inside or any, so it works in both directions. So, but I'm not sure if I did this correctly, but yeah, it works. So when it works, I don't touch it anymore. And here we have our SWAT block and stops blocks, stop SWAT block, or here's a turn in place. The turn in place are especially here really difficult, so let me show it to you. I hope you can see this. Yeah, I set it up like this, and when we go into the animation, I set it up like in the game animation sample project. So I look when he starts to turn and then makes a transition. Yeah, you need to work with notifies, a lot of with notifies. Also, I go into curves a lot. Found out that you can't mix your idle animations inside of this, but I will find out. So I find out that the game animation sample project mixes the idle animation with the breaks. I only need to find out where to set this up, but I think this will be easy too. So these are my SWAT block stops here. So I orientate every time on the game animation sample project. Put this, when I have all the animations, I put them all inside, but make all my changes or all my setting up with like in the game animation sample project. So like here with the post search from database, and then we have here in the middle the branch in, and then the block transition. The good thing is on this animation, the creator of this animation, he put his notifies here inside so that you can orientate on them, but sometimes you need to adjust them by yourself. In the unarmed state it was not like this. In the unarmed state I need to find out by myself how to set them up. Also I tried it with PSSs, so with the post search schemas, to make different ones here with for idle block, and but yeah, I think it is a yeah, I need to get more into this to understand how it works. But this is right now what I have, and I think this is a solid foundation for my game. Now I will integrate the combat system what I showed before on my YouTube channel, the Unarmed combo. So these are ready to, I only need to integrate it into this combat Fury system, integrate all these animations and set the notifies, everything is ready. So I also will work then on the SWAT state, SWAT combat, and yeah, this is what I have now and what I will get, or what I'm working on. So thank you for watching, guys, and I'm happy to discuss about systems like this, or about everything about Unreal Engine. So I'm coming a long way from cinematics and to this point where, so also with game mechanics, with blueprints and at end, but now I'm really into this motion matching system and try to find out what is the best solution. I also thinking about creating my own motion matching system because I have a lot of animations. So it is now that 6 years right now that I'm into Unreal Engine, and I spent it so much money only into animations and different things. So my idea is to create my whole own motion matching system without using the game animation sample project as the basic, because the game animation sample project, it is so from the documentation what you can read and when you see in other YouTube tutorials, or also when you start to experiment with them, you will understand that it is a unique system what is really concentrated on their own animations to make them looking really well. But when you start to orientate on this or duplicate this or say, okay, hey, they make it like this and I want to make it on my own animations, you will get into many different problems. So at the end, it is on you to set it up correctly. Yeah, again, thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye.